out of Boston. Apparently there's been an explosion at the Boston Marathon.
People are hurt. They've stopped the Boston Marathon.
When I made the turn, it was like the first pop, boom.
The two are dead from these explosions, and 23 now, we're told. 23 are wounded.
A lot of people were hurt. We just threw them, ran as fast as we could down here to get blood. They were banged up bad.
This cowardly act will not be taken in stride. We will turn every rock over to find the people who are responsible for this.
Toll is still unfolding. 3 people are dead, more than 140 are wounded, many of them critically.
Law enforcement is constantly preparing for situations such as this. Boston police, in fact, have taken part in the UrbanShield training program, which is held right here in the Bay Area. And KTVO's Noel Walker is live in Dublin tonight, where the Alameda County Sheriff says he's been in touch with officers back in Boston. Noel?
Some of the officers in the Boston area on the ground trained here in Alameda County on how to catch an accused killer. There is a thin blue line that ties law enforcement searching for a bombing suspect in the Boston area to law enforcement here in Alameda County.
This is the Boston UrbanShield one.
The coin is from SWAT officers in Boston that trained in Alameda County and Sheriff Greg Ahern's UrbanShield program. 48 hours of intense drills that put SWAT teams in real-world disaster or terrorist attack scenarios.
The UrbanShield training program is developed so that all first responders get used to responding to one critical major event.
That major event for Boston is happening now. From the time the bombs went off to the ongoing search for the suspect, the UrbanShield techniques are being put to the test.
I hope it's made the Boston team more confident and better prepared.
The Emergency Operations Center in Dublin has space for all the key players to coordinate emergency responses.
This place would be buzzing, but it would be buzzing in an orchestrated, organized fashion.
Congressman Eric Swalwell sits on the Homeland Security Committee.
We take for granted our safety, but issues like this remind us that at any given time, a terrorist who wants to do evil and hurt a mass amount of people can and will do that.
I did ask Sheriff Ahern, when they find this suspect, how might they approach him? And he told me, knowing he's used explosive, knowing he's accused of killing people, they're going to approach him with great care and caution. And as we've seen unfold here in the last few minutes, that's exactly what they've done.
Today, we are enlisting the public's help to identify the 2 suspects. After a very detailed analysis of photo, video, and other evidence, we are releasing photos of these 2 suspects.
Police say the suspects shot and killed an MIT police officer, 26-year-old Sean Collier. They then carjacked a man at gunpoint. Police chased down the suspects in the stolen car.
During the course of that pursuit, several explosive devices were discharged from the car at the police officers.
As day breaks, all of Boston is shut down. Mass transit at a standstill. The city's universities and public schools closed. Officials tell all residents to stay in their home.
What started about 23 hours ago now seems to be finally over.
Quite a scene out here. You know, there's probably several hundred people lining the streets.
Yeah, Ron, I'm sitting here thinking I've known a lot of cops. I grew up with a lot, and I have done a lot of ride-alongs during the night shift, and if you've ever known a police officer and you've been with them, it can sometimes feel like the most thankless job in the world, and yet on their worst day ever, to have their best reception ever on the job. Nothing wrong with this in the world, and this is awfully gratifying. They've done something extraordinary.
The training that you alluded to, Mr. Chairman, extremely important. It made all the difference in the world in our response here. People are alive today because of UrbanShield and the terrorism training that the Department of Homeland Security provided to us. There is no doubt about that.
There are bad guys out there now. We need to wait for the good guys.